I'm one of the Seven Deadly Sins, the Sin of Pride. And my name is Lion Sin Escanor.
Who the hell made this thing? The design of it's totally flawed. For a two-handed axe, the hilt is way too short.
It's not flawed. It's just a one-handed axe. Sacred Treasure Rita. A battle axe adored by the sun, bearing the name of a maiden. A mere demon who writhes around in the shadow of darkness isn't worthy of touching it.
We demons rank above all others. You're strong, but it'll take a lot more than that to kill us.
Of course, I'm aware of that. And I'm thankful, otherwise this wouldn't be as exciting for me.
You make it sound like you intentionally held back.
A shame. You two are as unlucky as you are foolish. Since you've come all the way to this remote tavern only to forfeit your pathetic lives.
Can you believe the mouth on this guy? I mean, who is he?
Hey, you're not a human, are you?
I am a human, but I'm also the one who stands at the pinnacle of all races.
Hmm?
That's Escanor.
Seriously, that was the absolute best you could do?
Impossible! Impossible! Impossible!
What a pity. I was prepared to give him a glimpse of my most powerful self.
Gallant.
You're as intriguing as the rumors say. So how about it, big guy? Would you lend us your strength?
Don't speak to me like we're friends. Who do you think I am, anyway?
Break that vow and you'll be turned to stone by the curse of the commandment of truth.
The same rule applies to the commandment's host. If he violates that vow, it's over. Apparently, even that ancient demon couldn't help but be terrified of death. Though, I can't really blame the guy since he was up against me. Now then, as a special favor, I'm going to give you a choice. Escape or death. You should decide while I'm still feeling charitable. Gotha. What you placed upon me isn't despair. It's a shimmering ray of hope. Now, I'll allow you to atone with your flesh for the great sin of toying with others' hearts.
This is an unexpected result. Who would have known that the images he saw in an artificial mental world would have such an impact in the physical one?
Anyone who stands before me with hatred in his heart loses the ability to cause pain in others. I am Estarossa, the one who was granted the commandment of benevolence. What's this? The commandment doesn't work on him?
Of course it doesn't. Why should I bear any hatred towards someone who's obviously weaker than myself? All I feel is pity.
How very prideful.
That's exactly who I am.
Oh, I see. You're the human Melascula was babbling about who defeated Gallant. Interesting.
I ask that you not harbor any hatred towards me. If you were to be stricken by the effects of your own commandment, then I wouldn't have the fun of fighting you.
Well now, you're nicer than I thought you'd be.
You're not the first to say that.
Nice try.
What's wrong? Did you find something down there on the ground? How impudent of you.
I don't like this. Surprised you a little, didn't I? This is my magical power, Full Counter. I can deflect back any physical attack with double the impact.
Interesting. No wonder I actually felt a bit of pain just now. I do pack quite a punch, don't I? To show my respect to you for getting serious and not holding back, I will do you the courtesy of the same. But don't think that your death will be an easy one.
My darkness just swallowed up that son of yours. In terms of magical powers, I clearly have the upper hand. Not to mention, Full Counter will deflect all physical attacks right back at you.
My attacks have no effect on you? Who decided that? Your darkness swallowed up my son? Who decided that? And now for Cruel Sun. I will be the one to decide. Die.
My hand! What happened to my hand?
That massage was pretty average. Needs work.
Careful, King. Hold on tight, please.
I'm gonna drink some more!
So presumptuous! How dare I be summoned to simply serve as your caretaker?
Oh, that was a close call.
That's quite a pathetic display, Fox Sin Bomb. Are you really being outplayed by these low-level fools?
Oh, stop yammering and look out behind you!
To remain calm and collected is the earned right of the powerful. Well, well. It would appear that a more drastic approach is in order here. Out of respect for the fact that you're a woman, I will refrain from aiming at your face. How very audacious. You've completely ignored the kindness that I've shown you. Well, in that case, why don't we let our fists do the talking until we're completely satisfied?
Hold on for just a moment.
Wait! As he is now, the captain is too much for even you to handle, Escanor!
Your warning is noted. And while I may not look the part, I can actually be quite the babysitter, you see. And I think it'll truly be worth my while to cradle this little one.
I suggest you watch your mouth, because I'm short-tempered and in a bad mood.
Well, I'm even-tempered and I'm in the best mood ever. Would you like to know why? Because the situation we find ourselves in has provided me a golden opportunity to prove that I am better than you. Let's see you struggle with all your might.
You really think a human can beat a demon?
Without a shred of doubt!
Come at me again like that and you'll suffer.
Well, I hate to admit it, but you're absolutely right. You are quite powerful. I'd say you're second only to me.
1,000 divine cuts!
That almost tickles. Demon, god, or whatever you may be. How does it feel to be looked down upon by a human? Don't you worry, I'll be happy to keep looking after him as long as it takes.
Yeah? Will you go, Almighty Man? So dependable.
Huh?
What's wrong? Did I say something weird, or...
Oh no, not at all. But it was such a moronic and obvious thing to say, I was completely taken aback that you even bothered.
Moronic?
Right, Merlin?
You need to dial it back a bit, big guy.
Now whatever do you mean by that? Although it's a heavy burden. With my qualities, nearly every woman finds me quite attractive. But even with all that admiration, there's no point if the woman I love with all my heart has no affection for me.
What's with all this attitude, Captain Confidence? If you want to know, then why don't you just ask her yourself already?
That's impossible.
And why would that be?
I believe we had the chance to meet last night, if you recall.
What? We've already met each other?
Pardon me. I find it irksome to be looked down upon by someone smaller. I'm sure you can appreciate my dilemma. I have no interest in your words or warnings. Sunshine isn't anything I acquired in bad faith. It's the power that I was born with. And for the sake of argument, even if my ability is what you would call a grace, then this particular one must have chosen me of its own accord. And I don't blame it, as I am the most powerful and exalted one of them all. You should actually be quite grateful, because whoever has me as an ally can consider victory as an outcome that's inevitable.
The King of Arrogance strikes again.
I'm glad you're in my ranks. You may prove rather handy.
How presumptuous of you. We're on the same side, but just make sure you don't get in my way.
Now's our only chance to save him.
I'm against it. It doesn't make sense to endanger yourself over one insignificant kid, especially one who's barely old enough to wipe his own butt.
Or maybe your soul and blood have been absorbed by the Holy Sword, just like all those other heroes before you, and it's already preparing to choose its next master.
You'll be all right without him, Merlin, because I'm right here to protect. Stop it! I feel sorry about what happened to King Arthur, but never forget that you still have me at your side. Oh? For you to be unscathed by my blow. How very impertinent of you.
With that out of the way, it's time I show you my true magical power!
You talk a big game. I pray that you're not just bluffing.
Hey, Escanor! I need you to lend me a hand!
No, I refuse.
Huh? What are you trying to pull here?
What gives you the authority to bark orders at me? That is beyond impertinent. What's this? You choose now to try and get intimate?
It clearly wasn't my choice to get slammed into your back. Now's not the time to be joking around! You giant fool!
Oh, really? So you think I'm a fool?
Seems you two are getting along better than ever.
Merlin! Who are you to utter such arrogance?
Now you ask. I am Escanor, the Lion's Sin.
Simply deplorable. Well, I am Ludociel, the leader of the 4 Archangels of the Goddess Clan.
And I couldn't care less.
Someone like you should take my words as God's words and cooperate without question.
Regardless, that doesn't concern me.
You can't be serious.
Come on, Escanor, just cooperate with him for now.
I'd be glad to.
Man is a monster.
Whether it be Meliodas or Estarossa. And now you as well. It would seem all you brothers just can't seem to get enough of me, eh? Now the time has finally come.
You defeated Meliodas?
Laughable!
Such an immense force.
How impertinent.
Past the peak of noon, this is all the power you can muster.
I thought that a handicap was necessary. The killing of a god. I can think of no better battle than one of this magnitude to give meaning and glory to what will surely be the end of my life.
Wait a minute, the end of your life? What are you talking about, Escanor?
I don't want to accidentally defeat him before you can make your move. So hurry and go. Take the captain and...
Accidentally defeat me? Someone's feeling cocky. Do your worst, then. I want to find out for myself just what this power of yours is capable of.
Poor impudent Demon King.
Did you say, poor impudent? You'll find I'm in a whole different dimension compared to my good-for-nothing offspring.
Possibly, but this is nothing more than pain.
His aura changed.
First it was Bond, and now you accuse me of joking around? I'm being serious here.
I'm warning you. Turn around and go back inside. If you come one step closer, I can't guarantee you'll survive what will happen.
Guess I'll have to take a step and find out.
Creature that can die so easily. I envy your fragile mortality. Top levels of impudence, Demon King.
Scatter like the puny bugs you are! How dare you think that you can defy a mountain?
Really? I blow away mountains for breakfast. Roar!
But I thought we defeated the Demon King.
What's up with this crap?
Annoyingly and endlessly impudent.
I'm not gonna let them hurt Solon's friends!
I'll head for the craggy peak on the summit.
Let's find out if there are any opponents I can enjoy fighting.
Oh?
Oh. You are quite brave, coming straight to me to be defeated.
But that's impossible!
My strength alone will be sufficient.
You puny human! Who exactly do you think you're talking to? Don't you know who I am? You're no match for the King of Lions, the Rokio of the Six Knights of Black!
For you to utter the name of the King of the Jungle before me is quite the joke.
I'm going too! I'm not going to allow any of my other friends to get hurt!
This battle really has taken quite the turn. But fortunately, I've still got plenty of strength left.
Let's go, Gother.
I was hoping to examine this exchange a while longer.
This thing has some real grit to it. I will give it that.
You're in the way!
Sir Escanor!
Just in the nick of time.
What are you doing here?
That's a silly question to save all of you, of course.
I've heard that you've lost your magic of sunshine! You can't defeat the monster with the way you are now!
Sorry if this comes off as impudent, but I won't back down. I'm not about to cower and hide to save my skin.
You were hurt shielding us!
Don't worry, it's all right. I don't have much time left anyway. But that's not true for you youngsters. I feel you all have a bright and shining future ahead of you. It's my job as an old soldier to protect that possibility. The Seven Deadly Sins, Sin of Pride, Escanor! Here I come! Take this! Holy Sword Escanor! Thunder Emperor Purge! I'm the one you're fighting, demon. Focus on me!
Now that doesn't make any sense! How can he still be standing when he's injured worse than we are?
Tell me something. Have you guys ever been on the receiving end of Captain's attacks?
Why'd you bring that up now?
I certainly have. It hurts so bad. It felt like I might die. Of course, when I did, I was in my pride form during broad daylight. I will never forget that excruciating pain. Compared to what I took from the Captain, this pain is little more than a bug bite. So I'll be your shield. Get out of here, even if you must crawl. How embarrassing. If the others saw me in this pathetic state, taking a thrashing left and right, I'm sure they'd all laugh. Wait, no, none of them would laugh at me. Those amazing people count on me and consider me one of their own. Even when meritless and powerless, they treat me the same, whether in daylight or darkness. so very strong and kind. I've stood side by side and fought alongside them. And I'm quite proud of that. The proof of all the battles I fought with them lives in my heart. So even if it's only in spirit, I want to be with them to the very end. I am the Seven Deadly Sins, Sin of Pride, Escanor the Lion.
Be well. Escanor, I have heard your prayer and I'm here to answer it.
Mr. Mael, you really did come. Thank you so much.
Of course, but I don't know if I can meet your expectations.
Huh?
I'll expend every effort if it means saving the people from the dangers that approach this land. However, when it comes to fighting the Demon King, that's another story. It's impossible for me. That sounds shocking, especially from an Archangel. But that's exactly how powerful the Demon King is.
No, you've got it all wrong. Please.
Huh?
Allow me to explain. I certainly didn't call you down to fight the Demon King yourself, Mr. Mael.
Then why did you call?
I was hoping that you would lend me back the power of sunshine.
Escanor, you ought to know better than anyone what that means.
Yes, of course. Even with the power back, it doesn't mean that I can suddenly rival the Demon King.
It's not that. Your body is already at its limit from the weight the grace of sunshine placed upon it. Even if you could fight, it would only be once. After that, you will without a doubt perish. You would only be throwing your life away.
I'm all right with that.
Sir Escanor, please, you mustn't.
I won't be throwing it away. I'll be risking it. For the sake of my dear friends. If they're going to risk their lives fighting for others, then I want to risk my life fighting for them, no matter the cost or outcome.
There's still time. It's not quite new.
Yes, you're right.